This message is brought to you by the U.S. Food and Drug Administration. As part of its tobacco regulation efforts, the FDA Center for Tobacco Products recently launched a new program to deliver information about tobacco product regulations via text messaging and held a contest to recognize 4 users. We traveled to North Carolina to meet Samantha, one of our winners. Samantha is a health educator at the Dare County Public Health Department, working with youth on a health education program called Peer Power. When we talked with her, she explained her interest in tobacco prevention and the importance of peer-to-peer education.
When I work with the high school students on tobacco use, we go over all of the ingredients in cigarettes, we go over the different advertising strategies that tobacco companies use, we go over health consequences of tobacco use, why teenagers ever start smoking in the first place, and we also focus largely on the current laws and legislation in place concerning tobacco products. I train my high school students to teach their peers because we know that peer education is extremely effective. Peers are more likely to listen to their fellow peers in certain settings than perhaps other adults and teachers.
Samantha told us why the FDA's regulation of tobacco products is important to her.
I must have the most current and up-to-date information concerning the tobacco laws and regulations. So it's very important for me to understand, what steps the FDA is taking in order to regulate that. I feel that it is extremely important for all of the students to understand what's happening around them and for them to know what the most current information is concerning tobacco policies makes them a more aware student. And we know that the higher the level of awareness for students, the less likely they are to ever start using tobacco products in the first place.
Samantha shared her experience with FDA's tobacco regulations mobile texting program.
Working with high school students opens up a whole new way to see how teenagers are operating in this world. We have information thrown at us constantly, from the internet to television to radio, and short sound bites of information are more likely to resonate with the young adults, and I think that text messaging does that quite well.
Samantha explained how useful the mobile texting program was in the dissemination of tobacco information.
I think that one of the biggest challenges for any program, any community, any health official is information dissemination. And we know that texting is a great way to get short, concise information out to a large group of people. So I was really interested when a coworker of mine told me about the FDA's new texting campaign, and I wanted to see what information they were trying to get to the public, and I thought that it was very useful.
Congratulations to Samantha for her active interest and involvement in FDA's tobacco regulation efforts.
It would be great to see youth tobacco use eradicated, and I think that the FDA can play a large part in that. So for my community, I'm looking forward to the day that we have no youth tobacco users.
To learn more about FDA tobacco product regulations, please visit our websites.